Hello everyone, we are Group 6. Today we are gonna present the IoT, Internet of Things. Our presentation will focus on 5 aspects, which are introduction of IoT, the analysis of supply chain, the successful implementations of IoT, the benefit and challenges of IoT, and the recommendations for future development. And then Xiaoyang gonna give you an introduction of IoT.
Okay, let me give a brief introduction about the definition of the Internet of Things, which is also called IoT, and what kind of supply chain management is applied based on the IoT. So first, what is IoT? At its most basic understanding, it's a network of connecting devices embedded with sensors. It allows these devices to communicate, analyze, and share data regarding the physical surrounding world via cloud-based software platforms or other networks. One example of an IoT device is a smart home device, such as a smart light, which can be operated through an app on your phone. You can turn the light on and off, change the brightness and the colors of the light, without having to leave the couch. Then, how is IoT applied on the supply chain? If there's one sector of today's marketplace where the Internet of Things is poised to plan a shakeup, it's definitely the industrial sector. In fact, the impact in supply chain alone is expected to be so large. Every day, there are millions of products that need to be shipped, tracked, and accounted for by trucks, ships, and people. Connecting these goods, assets, and people in the supply chain through IoT creates efficiencies and streamlines processes, saving companies time and millions of dollars a year. IoT devices have the capacity to impact all aspects of the supply chain, including warehouse management, transportation, logistics, and the last-mile delivery to the end customer. Manufacturers can drive operational efficiency, reduce theft and counterfeit, and deliver great customer service by acting on the data coming from the IoT devices in their supply chain. For supply chains, much progress has been made by IoT. Although the supply chain management is one of the first industries to use IoT devices for freight tracking, this is just the tip of the digital iceberg. According to Gartner, there will be more than 26 billion connected smart devices in use by 2021. The supply chain based on the IoT has developed for many aspects. For example, the real-time monitor, the advanced analysis, inventory optimization, maintenance forecasting, and the transportation visibility, and the last-mile delivery.
Thank you, Xiaoyang, and I'm Zishuo. I'm gonna present the benefit and the challenges of IoT. Before analyzing IoT, I will briefly address the drawbacks of traditional supply chains. The first thing is the low degree of automation, manual input or scanning to the data, which leads to high cost. And the second is data inconsistency and information silo. It is difficult to exchange and share item information, and there is no unified standard. And the third is that the information is not updated in time. Data information is not updated in real time. It is a really big problem. And the fourth thing is the data lake of a continuous stability, scalability, and security. And there are some benefits of IoT. The IoT effectively solves the disadvantage of traditional supply chain. Firstly, the Internet of Things has a high degree of automation, which means the improvement of productivity and efficiency. IoT entities equipment reduce manual operations by staff and speed up the loading and unloading process by using the network and equipment. And secondly, it improves user experience by breaking the information silo. The Internet of a Thing connects the enterprise with customer, and the technicians in the factories can respond to customers' requirements and improve the product in advance. Third, the data can be updated in real time. The data can be timely reflected to all aspects of a supply chain, like a retailer, supplier, shipping person can receive the real-time updated data such as weather, temperature, goods damage condition, and so on. And this can predict inventory, shipping disruptions, and other problems. There also have some challenges in IoT. Due to the data sharing, there are security risks for customer data, among which the most serious is customer data leakage. According to the research, by 2025, 25 billion devices will be connected to the Internet worldwide. Therefore, it is important to protect against the infiltrate of a network. And the second challenge is manage and analysis all data. The amount of data increased exponentially. In the process of data collection, there will be some imprecise collection of sensors, which will hinder the exchange of information in the Internet of Things. And then we can analyze it through SWOT model. The first is strengths and weakness. The strengths of IoT are high automation, great user experience, and real-time data updating. And the weakness is about the security and manage the data. And for the opportunity, some jobs in terms of data security and precise collection of information about objects will have more opportunities in the future. And for the threat, massive, incomplete, impressive data and the network penetration have a potential to cause economic loss.
I will talk about Internet of Things play roles in supply chain. So there are three main processes that IoT in supply chain. The first one is IoT in manufacturing products. The IoT device in the factory can identify defects and reject defective product. Everyone in the supply chain is tracking the manufacturing process from raw material to final product. Good quality control and on-time delivery will become commonplace. In addition, IoT drivers feedback the data to manufacturing. Statistics about quality and reliability make adjustment. This will enable to manufacturing to create a better product for their customer. Finally, the IoT will bring transparency to the manufacturing industry, which equivalent that record every product stage, from the material to final packaging. If there is a quality problem, it will be easy to determine what went wrong in the production process. The second is IoT in shipping products. The main benefit of IoT shipping is tracking and visibility. The cargo's location and status can be known all the transportation time. For example, in cold chain application, the company can closely monitor temperature, such as food and medicines. In addition, IoT device can measure temperature, humidity, to ensure that goods are under good condition in transportation. Third one is the IoT in warehouse. Same as IoT in production and transportation. After the goods to the warehouse can track around the clock to ensure the best storage condition without need any people. It can automatically send the problem if any wrong happen.
Well, as we know, IoT can be applied in various industries. I choose the industry closely related to the supply chain as the logistics industry. The logistic company is a subsidiary company of Alibaba. Its name is called the China Network. Well, obviously, it's a logistic company, and it is really similar to the company like DHL, FedEx, or the Canada Post, which is located in Wuxi, the eastern Chinese province of Jiangsu, and which occupies 160 square meters and capable to process 812 million orders in the year of 2018. In the logistic park, there are 700 automated guided vehicles to transport and process the packages. In the logistic park, there are five technologies which is IoT technologies used to empower the logistic park, include the unmanned vehicles, the high-speed scanners, the drones, the milling machines, and the HGVs. Well, there are the pros and cons existing in the China network. Obviously, in the China network, there are shorter handling time, shorter material flow time, and which also can bring the better preventive maintenance. And it also possible to lower the operational cost, lowers the risk of injury, and it's easier to manage the inventory, which finally result in the higher customer satisfaction. For the cons, obviously, there are the large costs in the information structure and the massive investment in the equipment and facility. There are also some metrics that can be used to measure the performance of the logistic network. By comparing the modern or digital logistic network with the traditional network, we can see the digital logistic network have the overwhelming superiority than the traditional one, including the on-time delivery, service level, order selection time, order shipping, accuracy order fulfillment, the stock monitoring.
So in the final part of our presentation, we're going to talk about the recommendation for supply chain management in the future, which related to IoT technology. So currently, the IoT technology is using as a tool for supply chain management all around the world. So IoT can help with the data collection and record the supply chain process. By this way, the supply chain will be under control. And of course, the IoT technologies using to track the individual items in the supply chain process. So in the second part of this section, we're gonna talk about the supply chain management in the future related to IoT. So first, it is about the responding time. The responding time will be faster in the future based on the improvement of IoT technology. The responding time includes the response to the customer will be faster and the response to the demand between each factor in the supply chain will be faster. So the second point is information exchange between each factors in supply chain management. So IoT can help them to share their information between each other. And by this way, the cooperation between each other will be improved, which means the supply chain efficiency of the supply chain will be improved. And of course, the IoT technology can also help the different companies to find their best business partner. So the third point is the IoT technology can improve the intelligent management in supply chain management in the future. So there is two functions included in this IoT technology. So the first one is the information recognition function, and the second one is the location tracking function. So for example, the materials, semi-finished product and finished product can be identified and tracked in the supply chain process. By this way, the product quality will easy to be ensured. And the IoT technology is also can improve the transportation process in the future. So for example, the IoT technology can track the delivery vehicles can track the road conditions, can bring the timeline information during the transportation process. By this way, the transportation cost will be reduced, and also the IoT technology can schedule the transportation time period uh, for delivery company and for customer as well. The last point in this section is the IoT technology can improve the customer certification. So the data collected from IoT technology can help customer to find and get product easier. Customer can find the most suitable product for customer themselves through IoT technology. For example, when the product is gonna be shortage in the story, the IoT technology can remind the customer to punch for the project, or the IoT technology can suggest another similar project to the customer or retailers. And of course, the IoT technology can improve the after-sales service. The feedback could be sent back from a customer to factory through IoT technology. And after the factory receives the information from customer, it's gonna be easier for them to improve their project. And when the project moving abnormally during the supply chain process, the IoT technology can remind customer or manufacturers or delivery company that the product is moving abnormally, and IoT technology can help them to find the problem and solve the problem.
Thank you for your listening.